Welcome, Transformers fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and today we bring you my review of the Transformers Titan Masters Legends Class Cosmos and Legends Class Rodimus from the Combiner Wars toy line. Yep, another double review. And here are these two little Legends Class figures, Cosmos and Rodimus. And here they are, and they're pretty neat. I will say that among both of these, I actually really like Cosmos. So let me talk about him first. Here he is in his, when I say iconic, because this is a very unique UFO mode. Like this saucer / UFO mode is what he transforms into. And as far as I know, he's the only one that has this kind of alt mode. Which is kind of cool. It's really neat. It's very, 50s-esque sci-fi. Really cool, nothing else to really say, just it's chock full of nice little mechanical details and parts. Very, 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 very cool. In a very old, in a very like 50s campy sci-fi sort of way, it's really cool. Then you have Rodimus here, who is just a little red sports car. This little spoiler thing here, which also doubles as his weapon, which can be removed. And because he's a Combiner Wars Legend class, he actually is, also this vehicle mode looks familiar. Rodimus here is just a repaint of the Combiner Wars Legends Blackjack. So, yeah, he also has a chest mode, which is just plug this here. And this is now the chest of Optimus Maximus, the Battle Core version, if I remember correctly. So there you go. Rodimus as a chest. Just kind of out there. He rolls nicely. He doesn't roll unless you... Well, he kind of rolls if you just do that. It is a saucer. And yeah, nothing else to really say. They're neat little figures. I'm not the biggest fan of the Legends class size. I much prefer Scout class because I actually just recently found out that Legends class are actually smaller than Scout class. So they're... Even though Legends class I think is much closer to the Commander class. So Scout is actually a little bit bigger than Commander. Well, it depends on the figure. Yeah, but whatever. Legends class. They're basically commanders. They're not the full-blown scouts, which I actually really like the scout class. Kind of wish they would bring that back. But here we go. These pint-sized Autobots. Cosmos and Rodimus. So, enough about that. Let's get on to transformation. These guys are pretty simple. I'm going to do with Rodimus first, because I've done him before, in the form of Blackjack. And I'm going to say right now, yes, it does pain me that I have the same figure, the same toy again, since even the only reason I had this was at the time that Menasor, that the whatchamacallit, that I had actually gotten around to completing the Menasor team. I was unable to find Blackjack, but at my local stores, I think it was. What was it? I think it was Kmart. Yeah, I found it in my local Kmart. Rodimus here, who was essentially just a repaint of Blackjack. So I ended up using him as a placeholder until I got the actual Blackjack. So I just have Rodimus here just wandering around and decided to review him alongside Cosmos here. Because I didn't think I was going to have another chance to really review him. So here we go. It has his little weapon here. You just plug there in any way you want. You do that, but it's kind of silly. So for transformation, you just got my arms here. I've actually done this quite a bit. Whoops. Yeah, pop them out. Lift. Supposed to lift. There we go. Lift this up. Separate there. Bring this around. Fold this down for the head reveal. And then just... Well, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Pull the arms out. Adjust, pull out, adjust, and there is Rodimus. There is this minuscule Rodimus. Pretty cool head sculpt. They at least managed to capture Rodimus's look, but it's weird seeing him as a little Legions class. Yet I am glad that after this, for both the Titans Return and the upcoming Power of the Primes, Rodimus is getting a lot more love. I actually really like that. Because I think this ended up being, I think, the first hot rod since I think the last figure before this one was the Classics hot rod from like 2010, I believe. No, even older, from 2008. Since then, we haven't really gotten a hot rod, like at least a proper one. So yeah, there's a hot rod. His weapon can be held there. For articulation, might as well mention it. Head can swivel. Well, my figure's a bit damaged here on the arm, but it is a ball joint there. Ball joint there. Rotation there. Elbow, same thing here. Patient elbow. I gotta be careful because just notice this is a bit broken there. You got a broken arm. Good thing I was able to talk about him now while he was still together. Ball joint at the legs, which allows him to do a very nice kick and a knee. And some rotation there because the knee is on a ball joint. Now, I haven't said this in a while. Ball joints do what ball joints do, so yeah, leave him there. That's it for articulation. So he's got articulation. It's not bad. Same exact as Blackjack. Let's put him there. And let's get on to Cosmos, who I actually really like. So to transform him, you gotta separate him here. Separate out. Pull out, straighten. Pull out, straighten. And you come back here, lift this piece up, then separate. They're both very simple to transform, which I like. And then you fold this down and up like that, and then you rotate it. Like that. Just adjust. For this, like that, or like that. Unpeg there, pull out, and then you have an arm. Here, pull out, arm, and arm. Then fold this down, and then for the head, just put your nail in this little notch here, and pull out Cosmos' head. Really cool. And there we have it. That's Cosmos in his robot mode. And I really, out among these two, I actually really like a Cosmos here. I was very impressed. I'm very impressed by him. For articulation, his head can swivel. Let's see this. Yeah, ball joint, another ball joint, and a hinge. So he's got a hinge there and a ball joint. Ball joints do what ball joints do. More ball joints. Amazing kick. He's got a knee here, a ball joint, a knee there, and then hinges here, so you have some foot articulation. So, and he also has a bit. He does have a waist, which is cool. Little thrusters here. Yeah, that's Cosmos. Nothing much to really say. They're both neat little figures. I will say, I think I'll recommend Cosmos a little bit more because he works better by himself. Since the only reason you would get, like I said, it's not a bad figure, but I don't see a real reason to really get him unless you really like this mold. Like, it doesn't even work as Rodimus, as Hot Rod or Rodimus or anything, but especially since the Titans Return Hot Rod is like so much better. Not to bash on this one, it's still a nice little solid figure, but not a big fan of Legend size, and the only reason I got him was as a placeholder for Blackjack. So now I just have him wandering around, but I still have him because I do like Hot Rod / Rodimus / whatever. Cosmos, really highly recommend it. They're both, like I said, they're both solid little figures. I recommend Cosmos more than Rodimus because for Rodimus I might as well recommend Blackjack more since that fits the character a lot more. Oh, and I didn't really mention his vehicle mode is just a sports car. I couldn't find anything that could resemble it. It's just sports car. Just generic tiny sports car, and he's basically his version of a UFO. And well, what else? Well, that's pretty much it. Vehicle modes are solid, transformations are simple, and the robot modes are pretty neat. More so on Cosmos than Rodimus, at least in my opinion. And I think most of the hatred stems that I have the figure twice, and that really does deteriorate on this one. Since, like I said, this mold works a lot better on Blackjack. Not to bash on this figure, but it works better on Blackjack than Rodimus. But yeah, both nice little solid figures. Recommend them both. However, I recommend this mold for Blackjack, and I do highly recommend Cosmos. Now, some facts about him. Cosmos, what's funny about this one is that this Cosmos, this is the Titans Return version, and if you can tell, it has no. And I think all of those Legends class figures have some sort of gimmick associated with the little Titan Headmaster things. He doesn't. The reason for that is because this Cosmos is a straight re-release of the Thrilling 30 version. So yeah, this is actually a figure from the Thrilling 30 line, 4 years earlier. that was just re-released. The reason why they did that was because this figure was becoming harder and harder to find. And also, I think there's like two major differences between this version and the original Thrilling 30 version. One, the biggest one is that it doesn't come with little payload, a little space shuttle, target master that becomes his gun. Doesn't come with that, which is unfortunate. And the fact that this green is a lot darker, which I actually prefer this much darker green. It looks a lot better. And then the mold itself was reused, was retooled into Scrounger as part of the Computron set. Now, Rodimus here, as I already mentioned, is a repaint of the Blackjack figure of the Combiner Wars line as part of the Stunticons team. But then I found out that this mold was actually reused 2 more times as the characters of Runabout and Run Amok. And that's about it. Both neat little figures. I really like Cosmos, and as much as I like this figure, I like it better as Blackjack, not as Rodimus. That's pretty much it. Both nice solid little figures, and I recommend them both, but I do highly recommend Cosmos. So, this is Composite EnerJoe. Not to belittle this one. I would still recommend this one. If you like Rodimus and want a small one, there you go. You got a perfectly good Rodimus right there. So, yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Titans Return Legends Class Cosmos and the Combiner Wars Legends Class Rodimus. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.